This is Cool Japan, and in this video we're going to take a look at the SH Figuarts Great Saiyaman figure, and I gotta say he is really good. First up, let's take a look at the accessories. He comes with a bunch of hands. First up, he comes with these two fisted hands. He comes with these two open palmed hands. He comes with these two open palmed finger together hands, I guess. Looks like he's just saying stop. And what's cool about these is they can move like that, or you can move them out like that. You can get him to do a handstand if you wanted to. He also comes with these very specific posed hands. These are for his Great Saiyaman pose, or you can just get him to do something weird like this. And last up, he comes with these two kind of karate posed hands. They're both slightly different. We're used to this one. We see this a lot in the Dragon Ball line, but he also comes with this hand. It looks a little bit different. This is perfect for gripping his helmet. Speaking of his helmet, let's take a look at that. So it looks like this. It's done really well. I really like this shiny paint that they got going on. Looks like a shiny metallic paint that you would see on an actual helmet. And the shiny orange looks really good. And the metal parts look really nice as well. The visor, I'm not sure if this is what it looks like in the anime. Maybe it is. But if it was clear, that would have been cool too. But anyway, the helmet comes in two parts, like that. And the reason for that is he has these two mouth face plates, closed mouth and open mouth. And how you get those on is you take off the bottom part and just plug it in like that. And then you plug in the bottom part of his helmet. Like that. And you've got his helmet. Looks really nice. It looks really clean. They did a great job on it. It looks fantastic. And they also you got these extra antenna, so just in case you lose one of these or somehow you break it, you've got an extra, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's look at the other heads. He comes with 4 different heads, which is really amazing because in the anime he does change his look up a lot. And when this figure was announced, you know, a lot of people were wondering if it comes with a Saiyan head, if it comes with a Super Saiyan head. And the great thing is that he comes with everything. He has the helmeted head that we saw before, and when he's not wearing the helmet, he would wear this secondary disguise with the towel on his head and the sunglasses. Looks really good. He also comes with his regular Saiyan head, which, I don't know, something about it looks a little bit off. Maybe it's his eyes. They look a little bit big, but I'm happy that he does have this look. And he also comes with the Super Saiyan head. You can see that his eyes change, and his hair sculpt also changes. It gets a little bit more wild. Looks great. And if there was one thing to complain about, it is that he doesn't come with any other faceplates for his other heads. So if he turns Super Saiyan, he's always going to look like that. Saiyan, he's always going to look like that. The only change that we have in terms of faceplates is the masked head with the closed mouth and the open mouth. And the final accessory is his cape. It looks like this. It is hard plastic, but it comes in 2 parts. The top part is this very soft rubbery plastic, and yeah, the cape looks pretty good. It is on this joint right here, that joint, so you can kind of pose it depending on how you want it or which way you want the wind to be blowing. So yeah, it's a pretty solid cape. And he also comes with this back piece. When you don't have the cape on his back, he has this gaping hole. If If you don't want that hole, you would put in this little piece, and it just pops in like so. And it's very easy to pop out. You just push it down and you can take it off. I forgot, we also have this one last accessory. It's a little bit dirty right there. Got some paint sponges on it. But this is, it comes with an extra forearm or wrist or whatever you call that. What that is you can replace it here. So if you don't want him with his transforming watch, you can put on this one, which I don't think I'll ever use this piece, but it is nice that it comes with it. Next up, let's take a look at the actual figure. He looks really good. I don't really have any complaints at all. If there's one thing I want to point out, it is that the bottom part of his shirt, it is a lighter color than the stomach and the top part of his shirt. It goes from light to dark to a little bit lighter. The middle part is dark, mostly because of the shading that's done on it. And also it's a different material than the top part. So the bottom part is this very soft rubber. The middle part is also some kind of rubber. And the top part is just hard plastic. And overall there's not much paintwork on the body. There's just a little bit of shading in this area and also the bottom of his sleeves and around here on his side there's a little bit of shading. Other than that, there's no paintwork except for his watch. But he looks really good. I mean, he looks exactly as you would expect him to look. And the articulation also was something I was afraid of because of the Satan figure that we got before. His arm joints weren't that good and his legs wouldn't splay out much, which I was worried about this figure. I would worry that they would do that again, but thankfully they didn't. He does have this joint right here. His arm can go up that high. There's a cut right here at the bicep. He has the sleeve pegged onto the back as usual. He has a double jointed elbow, so you can kind of bend his arm pretty much all the way, which is great. He does have a ball hinge at the wrist. He can crunch. He doesn't really crunch that much, but his torso does go up. Doesn't really do anything though. He can look down about that much. Not really much of a crunch. He can arch his back a lot more. And yeah, the stomach part, I think it's rubber because, you know, when you crunch it, you don't want to scratch up the plastic or the paint. So it's nice. It's a nice soft rubber material. He's got the belt right there. The bottom of his shirt is very, very soft plastic, so you have no... I mean, it doesn't obstruct his legs at all, so you can splay them out that far. He can kick really high, which is amazing, which is something that I really like about some of the Dragon Ball figures. I wish they would do that for all the figures. For some reason they don't. He can kick up straight up. Looks awesome. He can pull out his legs pretty much all the way. So he can do a front kick like that, or a side kick like that, or a jumping kick like that. So yeah, they did really well on this. Looks like that. So it's a little bit different from what we see usually from the 2.0 figs. But yeah, he's got a nice bulge right there. He's got double jointed knees, which is great. There is no cut on his leg. And he's got a ball joint at the foot. You got some pretty good movement there. It's kind of set to the back. He's got a toe joint right there. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the figure and the articulation. They did really well. I mean, you can get him into a ton of poses, which is great. So much better than Satan, and so much better than Gotenks. I don't know, I wish they wouldn't change it up so much. This is like the perfect body mold. So there we have it. In terms of a great Saiyaman figure, Figuarts pretty much nailed it. They gave us all the different modes and the articulation that I really wanted. It's all there. And the figure looks great, it moves great, it's pretty much perfect. And thanks for watching.